Excuse me. Ah. I should have worn a different color, but that's fine. Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with the new video. Let's start this video off by saying Happy New Year. It is 2016. I just want to say welcome to 2016. Welcome to the first Scorpion Show video of 2016. Shout out for you watching. Please make sure you start the video off by clicking that thumbs up button. Please make sure that you share this video to Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, text message, or wherever you want to share our videos. Also, make sure that you are sharing them on Facebook and Twitter, because sometimes y'all don't. But we know, let's start it off right. Let's start sharing the videos. What's been going on? Let me tell y'all what's been going on. 2016 is starting off right. My house is coming together. As I did that last video in my house for 2015, they have done so much more to the house. Like all the sheetrock and stuff is up. They had the men in there today working and, you know, doing all the extra stuff that they have to do. Like, I don't know all that stuff that they do, but they got to do whatever work they do, what they do on the sheetrock. And it's just coming together, and we should be back in there by next week, which I'm so excited and happy about, because it's just really like moving. It's moving. Also, if you did not know, I posted on Instagram and Facebook that my family is having a fish fry. This will be supporting our home and refurnishing a whole bunch of things in the house. Tickets are $15 if you would like to attend. It's going to be at Chuck's Alibi. If you would like to meet up with me in the Philly area to get a ticket, please contact me via Facebook so we can set that up. So
is there a way that they can purchase tickets even if they don't come?
Like as far as social media? If they want to still like donate to that, they can send it via PayPal to the Scorpion Show at yahoo.com. Again, the donation is $15 if you would like to donate to it, or if you want to come. And I know on the ticket it says on the menu is fish, but it's also going to be other things on the menu as well if you want to come. It's January 23rd. It's from 4 to 8 p.m. I'll have the ticket up so you guys can see it, and if you would like to attend. Yeah, pretty much, you know, that's you know, my new year. My new year, I kicked it off right. I kicked it off in here. Brandon was here. It was too late to try to get an Uber to go to Eddie's house before the ball drop. So we went to Eddie's house after the ball drop. After the ball drop, we had more drinks and stuff, and then I fell asleep. I lay right on Ellie's couch like my mom would do and fall asleep. Okay? Like, I was just tired. Like, I'm at the point where I'm getting too old for this shit. You know, all of this turning up and no. I like to turn the hell down now. Just let me chill. I gotta turn this fan on because it's starting to get hot. I just like to, me as I'm getting older now, I like to go to the bar, have a good conversation, and then go back home. I just don't want to be dancing. I don't dance anyway. It's just, that's getting tired. So
I need to do something really quick. First of all, you're not even all the way in the camera. That's what's bothering me.
Now you're not in the camera.
Oh, trust me, I'll be in the camera. You weren't in the camera.
You don't. Well, excuse the hell out of me.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's much better. Yes. So that's pretty much how I kicked off my 2016. How did you kick off your 2016?
I kicked mine off, of course, where else would I kick it off at? At church. Of course, as you guys know, last year I was letting you guys know about the Friends and Family Day that we're having on May the 15th, and I let you guys know about the whole, you know, GoFundMe if you wanted to support that. First and foremost, I want to shout out every single person that has donated to my my church's GoFundMe account as for our Friends and Family Day. Thus far, for my friends and family, I have received $770 in the past 20-something days. Maybe it hasn't been 20-something days. I gotta go look. But anyway, it's been an overwhelming support from you guys. And my goal, as you all know, I set my goal at $1,000. I'm almost there. I think that once I reach 1,000, excuse me, I'm going to. Can you set the goal a little higher?
If you want to set it higher, you can set it higher. Or
does it have to start all over again, or still stay at that number?
It'll stay at
that number. Excuse me. I think once I reach that $1,000 mark, I think I'm going to set it to $1,500 to an extra $500, and if I get that $500 in time, I'll set it to another $500, which will be $2,000. and that will be perfect. I won't have to go any further. For those of you that don't know, the Friends and Family Day GoFundMe that I have is for my church's Friends and Family Day, which is on Sunday, May the 15th. I'm the chairperson for that. And each family was asked to raise, money from their friends and family. Whichever family raises the most money will get a big prize from us. So for those of you that have not donated and you wish to donate because of the holiday season, you can go to my Instagram page, and right in my bio is the GoFundMe link, and you can donate $5, $10. It does not matter, okay? It does not matter what you donate. I am not picky. I am not telling you guys what to donate. Donate whatever you can. The crazy thing about it is that the assessment for this Friends and Family Day, we were supposed to be asking people to donate, $20. Mm-hmm. I didn't tell people to donate $20. I told them to donate what they want. Don't you know my email was ringing, because when GoFundMe, let you know when you're getting a donation. It was ringing 50, 100, 30, 40. I was like, what? Y'all are going in. I mean, y'all were really going in. There were some people who were donating 5, 10, and I just thank everybody who just took the time to do that, because I really, really appreciate that. There were some people, of course, there's always some critics. But I will tell you that my followers on Instagram really got a few people together. And one person has said to me, with the number of followers you have, I would have thought that you would have had way more. And before I could even respond, a few people were like, listen, he already said, whoever can donate, and this is not the type of thing that you would even criticize somebody on. And I was like, there you go, y'all tell him. Because I was about to go off too, like, I'm just grateful that people donated. But back to what I did on New Year's Eve. So I was at church. We had a spaghetti dinner sale earlier in the day. And we sold a few dinners. Great fundraiser, wrong day. Because a majority of the people didn't come to church until like around 10 o'clock, which you all know was around the time the Watch Night service starts. And so by the time people did come to church, people were already full, like they had already eaten at home. So Dennis came, and Dennis, that's why we were together. Dennis didn't come for the spaghetti sale, he came for the service, and he was going to come with Mother Nose, but Mother Nose couldn't come. So Dennis came for the service, but he sat in the kitchen with us before the service started while we were doing everything. And once we realized that we weren't going to sell any more platters, Unique, my pastor's niece, was like, because she does her crusades thing, and she said, well, why don't we just take all this extra food down to Love Park? And so we got into our cars and we drove it down to Love Park, and we had about 50 platters, and we passed them out. And I mean, once those people saw us, they were flocking to us. And it was such a beautiful thing, because there was one part of where you go down in the subway, and there's a lot of homeless people that's living down there, and we were passing out the platters, and we had totally forgot about midnight. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, above us, you could hear the cars beeping and people screaming and stuff like that, and that's how we knew that the clock had struck midnight. But it didn't matter to us, because we were doing missionary work, and I was so happy. That was my first time doing it, and I really felt good about it. I was like, wow. It was a humbling experience. Mm-hmm. It was also a little heartfelt, because it was a lot of young people. Like, you don't really realize how many young people are homeless. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh my God. But it was a humbling experience, and I was just so happy, because I really, really, really wanted to be in service. But like I told my congregation yesterday at church, even though I wanted to be at service during, this was all going on, God had another plan for me. He said, I don't need you in service today. I need you to go out there and doing my work. And that's what I did. Now, I didn't get turned up like Kevin, but I did get turned up in the Lord.
Amen.
Ooh. Yes.
Yes. And I gave a fabulous prayer before we went into the year 2016. So, I got on Periscope and all of that stuff, but I really was happy, because I've been through a lot in 2015. Mm-hmm. So I'm just glad to be past that. We're in a new year now, and y'all got another like 360 days to figure out who your real friends are before you start posting it on Facebook and Instagram and all of that stuff like y'all do every year. What I was about to say, so let's get into the show. If you didn't click that like button, or if you're watching us for the first time and you haven't subscribed yet, click that subscribe button Start telling people about the Scorpion Show. Go to your Instagram page, screen cap us, be like, hey, get into this new show. So, let's start with the news from last week. Bill Cosby has been charged for his 2004, he was charged for a 2004 sexual assault case against this lady named Amanda Constant, who worked, oh, Charles, what do you want? What do you want?
Your nephew, Charles?
Yeah, hold on. Hello? Hello? Yeah. I can't hear you. What? Text me because I can't hear you and I'm doing a video. Alright. So he was charged for that, him allegedly sexually assaulting Amanda Constant back in 2004. What had happened was she had pressed charges against Bill Cosby, and the DA didn't feel that there was enough to prosecute Bill Cosby, so it was let go. So she went to, I believe it was a civil trial, and she sued Bill Cosby, and he settled out of court, basically. But he did a deposition about what had happened with him and this woman, and the things that he's done in the past with Quaaludes and things like that from the 70s, the 60s and 70s. And, a lot of that came out like July last year, where everybody was talking about it. And once that came out, everybody was just like, oh, Bill Cosby, he's guilty of this. And, me too. I believe, in the public opinion, I do believe that Bill Cosby is guilty, okay? But when it comes to proving it, because these women took so long to say that they have been sexually abused or fondled or whatever he did to them, it's way past the statute of limitations to where anything can happen to them. So with this case only had like another month before the statute of limitations could pass. So they decided to charge Bill Cosby because they said they had all of this new evidence. Where's the new evidence? I don't know. Like, I haven't heard anything new from this, but Bill Cosby did go in and he posted his $100,000 bail from the $1 million. And his lawyer, Monique Presley, she has been doing the rounds of, CBS, NBC, Fox News, MSNBC, Huffington Post. And you know what? I really like her. As a lawyer, she is good. If I went through anything, I would hire her. Like, she is good, she's smart, and she will get you together real fast.
It's definitely strategic on the Cosby camp.
That's right.
To have a female lawyer representing him in the media. Okay, is that? A female lawyer representing him in the media.
Why do you think it's so strategic?
Well, because here you have this man who has been accused by more than 30 women of sexual assault over the past 30, 40 years. You have all these women coming out and saying that he's done essentially the same thing to them. Now, we had this debate in church, not during service. This was during the week. And no, actually it wasn't at church. I'm sorry. It was at my pastor's sister's house, and we had this debate. And we were just going back and forth about it. And I was just letting them know, listen, I believe in my heart that Bill Cosby did something to some of those women.
Yes.
Did he do something to all of them? No, I don't believe so. But let me tell you this. Like my mother used to tell me a long time ago, everybody's not lying on you. And everybody can't possibly be lying on you, especially when they're all saying the same
story.
Okay? And I just wanted to be clear, because a lot of people don't seem to realize or understand that some of these women, they didn't come out just last year or just last July saying that Bill Cosby did this to them. Some of them came out years ago, in the 90s and in the 80s, when the Cosby Show was still on television, and they came out and they were saying that this is what happened. But because of Bill Cosby's fame and notoriety, a lot of people shut those women up, and they were shut down because lawyers were telling them, listen, ain't nobody going to believe nothing like this, that America's favorite dad did something like this to y'all. It's not, you're not going to go nowhere with this. So of course, you got to remember, you got a small person fighting a giant like Bill Cosby. Naturally, that can be a little bit intimidating, because Who the hell is going to believe me? But all these years later, and this incident happened with this young lady over at Temple, and something kind of came out of it, and it's like people are like, you know what? I'm coming back out and I'm telling my story again because it looks like he's still doing the same damn thing. What I find interesting is that the other day I was watching CNN and they were discussing, you know, the charges with Bill Cosby. By the way, I did not know that Bill Cosby still lived in Elkins Park, which is walking distance
right down the street
from my house. So, you know, I was very shocked. I was like, wow. I just always remember when a few years ago we would always ride past his house, you know, but I never thought that he actually
still lived out there.
Yeah, I can walk to his house from my house on a nice day. Not on a day like this, where it's 28 degrees outside. But anyway, I just thought it was very interesting because I saw this clip. They were showing this clip of Bill Cosby on Larry King from 1991, where he and Larry King were discussing this drink called a Spanish Fly, and you know they were talking about how years ago people would drug certain drinks, you know, and give to women for, you know, various reasons. And I found that very interesting because I'm thinking like, wow, here it is that this man is being accused of doing stuff like this, drugging women, and here he is on Larry King 20-something years ago, basically laughing about that happening to people. And I'm like, wow, like a full circle. It's just a full circle. Now, for those of you that think that Bill Cosby didn't do it, that's fine. Listen, it's fine. That's your opinion. I believe that he did do something. Okay? I believe he definitely did something. I don't think that all these women are lying on him. Now, some people may like to pick at which person that they think's telling the truth or which person they think's not telling the truth. I'm not doing that. He did something. He knows he did something. And he hasn't even admitted out of his own mouth that, yes, from time to time, he has given women drugs.
Yeah, but see, he's saying that they took it
willingly. Yes, that's what he's saying, that they took it willingly. Now, yes, of course, if I was being accused of rape, I would also say that they took it willingly. And let me just tell you this. Like I told my first lady, because my first lady is, you know, she's, you know, like I told her, listen, there's two things. My first lady used to be a cop. I told her, listen, Bill Cosby already stuck his foot in his mouth when he admitted that he gave these women drugs. Whether they took it willingly or not, he already stuck his foot in his mouth. Why? Because that is the sole thing to this case, that women are claiming that he has drugged them, and here he is admitting that, yes, I've given women drugs consensually, and they're like, no, you haven't. So you and these accusers are on the same page with that drug situation. And right there for me, I'm like, listen, Bill Cosby, let me tell you something. No, I ain't got no prescriptions at my house. No, I don't have any of that. Because you got these women saying not only did you drug them, but they were basically paralyzed and they couldn't move. And they knew that you were raping them. And they couldn't do anything about it. You know what I mean? And it's like, if you knew that these cases were coming about against you for all these years, why would you continue to give women pills?
Because he thought he was Bill Cosby, he's powerful.
You know what I mean? Like, once that first case came about, when you heard that somebody was accusing you, why would you still continue to do it throughout the years? I'm not giving nobody nothing after the first person accused me of drugging them. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that at all. Because it doesn't look right. It doesn't, and then you're a married man.
Yep.
And he has admitted that he has, in the past, had sexual relations with other women.
Oh, and he still probably do. Well, I mean, hey, I don't know about now, but Camille crazy, because I wouldn't stand by no man that doesn't.
I'm like a Young Van Zant with the Bill Cosby story. That's called a thing. A thing. How many spotlights do we need for us to say, wow, for us to, I mean, like I said, some of y'all may, but I do believe in my heart that Bill Cosby did something.
Yes, but the prosecutor is going to have a tough time dealing with Bill Cosby's attorney. He's going to have a tough time because she's very good at what she does. She knows everything she's been talking about, what's been accused of, what's not accused, what woman said this, what woman says that. She is very smart on that. And Bill Cosby is actually suing for defamation for against 9 women who have been talking about what Bill Cosby did to them. But I guess their point is that your story has changed so many times that we're going to sue you for defamation. Now, mind you, they only got 9 people out of 50 women that have came forward. But I really think that they're going to have a tough time prosecuting Bill Cosby, and I do believe that this was being done, that Bill Cosby is being prosecuted only because there's so many women that has come forward, and there was only one case left to try Bill Cosby, and I do believe that's why Bill Cosby has been charged for that crime he committed back, allegedly, that he committed in 2004. But I really love his lawyer, and she's just really sharp. So I don't know how far this is going to go, but you know what's her name, Gloria Allred. She's already trying to get her women to testify in the case. But this is the thing, Gloria. These women can't come out and testify and say that Bill Cosby did anything to them because this is past the statute of limitations. And where is the proof that this has happened? Because anybody, you can pick anybody off the street and say, oh, Bill Cosby date rated me and he did this and he did that. He gave me he told me it was coffee and I drank it and I was all sedated and I didn't know what was going on. It's just so much that I don't think that they should be able to testify in court, because it's way past the statute of limitations. So the only way you could get support is from the public court of opinion, and most of us agree that Bill Cosby is guilty. But when it comes to court, you must prove that this has happened, and nobody has proven it because nobody got date rape the date rape kit done. Like like after you get raped, you go to the hospital. Like nobody has done any of that. Everybody just basically kept it to themselves, and that's why. Women, if you are raped or if someone does something to you, you should immediately tell someone and not keep it to yourself. That goes for men and that goes for women. If you want someone to believe you, I believe you should tell your story. Don't wait, so far down the road where, people probably don't even want to believe you. And it's a shame that people also victim blame. It's really a shame that people like, oh, now all of a sudden you want to say something. You should applaud that, this person has the courage to come forward and say something. But again, if something like this happens, you need to be on it right away at the police and file a police report and be getting your kits done and everything. So, yeah, I don't know how far they're going to go with Bill Cosby or what other evidence they have that's proof that Bill Cosby did this stuff. I don't know, but we'll look forward to it because I know it's going to be the trial of 2016. It's going to be an interesting trial. If it goes to trial this year. Like, it's going to be crazy. But I don't think those other women should testify because it's way past the statute of limitations. Like, you talking about Bill Cosby did something to you at the Playboy Ranch in 1960? Come on. That is too far ago.
That's 56 years ago.
Yes.
1960? Somebody really said that?
Yes.
1960?
60. They say Bill Cosby been doing this shit since the 60s. And
Bill Cosby wasn't a bad looking man when he was young. I wonder why he felt the need to do stuff like that.
Hey, I don't know. But they say that power, when you want power, and I don't find anything fun with having sex with somebody that don't talk back and can't throw it back. Ain't nobody got time for that. Don't you make that face?
No. I'm just thinking, like, I can't imagine being with somebody.
It's like necrophilia. You having sex with a dead body. If you saying that,
it's like having sex with a doll.
Like, ew. Why would you do that?
Well, see, they have sex dolls, and I'll be trying to figure out why do people do that.
Ew.
And they climb on top of a doll and they have sex with it. And the doll's not making no noise. It's not doing nothing. It's
a pleasure thing for them, but ew. Now, can we change the subject? Yes. So, over the weekend, we all celebrated.
Would you get a Shamar Moore doll?
No. I would not purchase a doll, period. What the fuck? No. If I'm going to purchase a doll, I might as well purchase a person. And I got to be really desperate to do that. I'm just saying. You have to be really desperate.
I have a friend who once purchased this J-Lo doll from Condom Kingdom. I'll never forget that.
Wait, he used it?
Yeah. Why else would he purchase it, Kevin? That was a long time ago.
Can we change the subject?
Because me and my friend Reggie, we laughed and we laughed and we laughed because we didn't think that he was for real. Because this one friend, he was like a nympho when it came to sex. And so when he finally purchased it, we didn't think it was real until he showed us the box, and we were just like, And it, lo and behold, it had her face on. I thought maybe you could sue somebody for that too, because it had her face on it, and it was just like, oh my god.
They got Justin Bieber blow up the house.
Yeah, it had her face on it and everything, and it was like,
good night.
that's what
Good night.
Fucking night.
Who got time to be fucking a blow job? For all that, you go find your little date.
I'm gonna text Reggie.
Go. They done closed rentboy.com, so I don't know where else you can go.
.com?
Rentboy.com. They done closed that, so because they said that was prostitution. Of course, it was prostitution.
Hello, rent anything?
So anyway, yeah. Over the weekend, we lost Natalie Cole. If you never heard of Natalie Cole, she was the daughter of Nat King Cole, and she was a singer. And you know, what else did she do? I know that she did have a drug problem in her time.
Natalie Cole was a very famous singer.
She had plenty of hits during her time, but she really reached her peak like during her, like in the early '90s when she redid her father's classic songs. The album Unforgettable, and you know, it was a big hit. That's how I found out about who she was back in the early '90s, and she had won all of these Grammys for that album. But like lately, the last time like I've been hearing about her, she's always been, you know, talking about what's current, you know, what's going on with these music stars. Basically, she really wasn't here for them all like that. And I remember me being upset with Natalie Cole because she was saying that, you know, Amy Winehouse shouldn't have won all of those Grammys because she was so high on drugs. And my thing was, it's not about her as a person. They're being judged on the music. So you can't tell me I don't deserve Grammys and I make good music just because I might have a drug problem. And that's coming from somebody that had a drug problem in her time, back in her time. But I know that her health had been failing her, so she's been sick for a while. And you know, we lost her over the weekend. I didn't really hear anything. Like, I didn't know anything that she was sick, like, you know, in the hospital or anything like that. But it was just.
Well, Natalie Cole's been sick for several years now.
Yes.
She's been sick and her weight has gone not big, but she's going up and down with her illness. Natalie Cole, because y'all know I like old stuff, so I knew about Natalie Cole way before the whole Nat King Cole, her remaking her father stuff. I know you know this will be.
Yes, everybody. Y'all better know this.
Yeah.
Yes.
So maybe you didn't know that was her.
Yes, I do know that was her.
So then you knew about her before the 90s.
No, but I'm saying, like, you know when you find out about somebody, then you go back and listen to their old stuff. Yes.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I mean, because she, you know, she was out in the 70s.
Yeah, she was.
In the 70s and the early 80s, she was doing her thing. You know, she wasn't that big, but she was big enough that she was doing her thing. Yeah, she was winning Grammys at that time, too. Yeah, she was doing her thing. But, I mean, listen, she lived 65 years, you know, and some people don't get to see that.
No,
they
don't. Her father didn't even see.
No,
he died at 45 years old.
He died very young. But, you know, like I said, Natalie King, man, I wasn't thinking Natalie King. Natalie Cole has been sick for several years now, and it's crazy because when I heard that she died, I immediately thought of this performance with her and Whitney Houston. You can YouTube it. It's the two of them, in the early 90s, probably around 90, 91, and they are performing Bridge Over Troubled Water. And it's interesting because that's probably one of my favorite, you know, old time gospel songs. But her version and Whitney Houston's is a really, really good version. Now, it's not my top favorite. My top favorite version of Bridge Over Troubled Water is with Whitney and CeCe Winans. Y'all have to look that up. Basic. I mean, it had me crying at the end. But Natalie and Whitney comes in at a tie with Aretha Franklin's version too. But it's just one of those things because Natalie Cole, her voice was definitely up there. It was just up there. I think her, Whitney, and CeCe Winans, back in the early 90s, they were the it dark skinned girls. You know what I mean? They sang. They didn't sing. They sang. And unfortunately, you know, a lot of people kind of like forgot about them because Whitney's star, you know, rose even higher, as it should have. But I was watching the Kennedy Center Honors last week, And it just brought me back to when to watching CeCe Winans, because CeCe Winans did a tribute to Cicely Tyson, and we're about to talk about that in a minute. Yeah. Listening to I know half of it because it was all on the news. I mean, people was talking about it. Listening to CeCe Winans give a tribute to Cicely Tyson was, I mean, it's like CeCe Winans' voice just.
What was she singing?
She was singing "Blessed Assurance." But anyway, back to Natalie Cole real quick. You know, rest in peace. You know, our condolences to her family. You know, she lived a long life and she's at home now. She is at home now with her parents. So, you know, our condolences to her family and friends. Back to the Kennedy Center Honors. So, you know, the Kennedy Center Honors comes on every year and they honor, you know, different individuals. Cicely Tyson was honored for her, you know, her lifetime achievement, you know, film and stage and her stage work, whatever. And it was very fitting. It was something that should have been done. Cicely Tyson, I did not believe it for quite some time. I thought people were getting it wrong. I really did. Until I saw this interview with Gayle King, and Gayle King said it, and Cicely didn't correct her. And then President Obama said it to her, and she didn't correct him. Nobody was correcting her. Everybody was saying it, and she wasn't correcting anybody. But I honestly did not know that Cicely Tyson was 91 years old. I thought she was in her early 80s. But she's 91.
She's been playing old her whole life.
Yeah, I honestly thought that was a lie. Like, I thought, no, Cicely Tyson's like in her early 80s. She's not really that old. Because for a long time, she was listed as being born in 1933. But now, she's being listed as born in 1924. And I'm like, this woman is 91 years old. And everybody kept saying it, and she was just sitting there. She wasn't correcting nobody. And I'm like, oh my God, oh my God. But anyway, Cicely Tyson has this school that's named after her in New Jersey. And it was beautiful because a part of her tribute, CeCe Winans came out. Well, for those of you that don't know, Cicely Tyson, her early childhood, she started out in the church, and her mother did not want her to become an actress.
Okay, I remember her story.
And you know, one of her favorite songs was "Blessed Assurance," and that's another song that she sings, that she was singing during her play. I can't remember the name of it, but CeCe Winans came out and she sang it, and then the choir from her school that's named after her, they came out, the kids came out and sang, and Cicely Tyson was so excited. Oh my God, it was just a beautiful, beautiful tribute. But the tribute that stole the show, Aretha.
Yes, I did see that.
Mother Franklin. From here on out, I'm going to honorably call her Mother Franklin. Because Aretha Franklin is indeed a mother of somebody's church, okay? She is what you call an old school church mother. Aretha Franklin walked out on that stage with that full-length fur coat and that purse in her hand and sat it down on that piano and started playing Natural Woman. Aretha Franklin at 73 did the damn thing. She got a standing ovation. I mean, she was amazing. You know, sometimes over these past few years, Aretha Franklin's voice has been a little shaky. And I haven't really, you know, because she's older. She's an older woman. But she did the damn thing. She was honoring Carole King for Carole King's, you know, lifetime achievements, you know, in the music industry. And Carole King's, I think it's one of her music partners or her ex-husband wrote Natural Woman. And Carole King recorded it as well, but Aretha Franklin's version was the one took off. Yeah. And Carole King said to stop. So they got Aretha Franklin to come and honor her, and Carole King was so excited. You saw it. She was so excited, and it was just so good. I mean, and then as I'm watching it and watching Aretha on stage, I'm like, this is why she is the queen of soul. She's not to be messed with. Yeah. She walked out on that stage like this.
With her purse.
With her purse. Why do you have that purse? And what is in it? And why do you have this fur coat on?
Yes. They had the nerve to drop it off and still kept on singing.
Aretha! Baby. And then took her bow and gave up. Thank you. Thank you. Like, bitch, I did this. Aretha Franklin, your whole look for the Kennedy Center Honors was on point. I like when you look age appropriate, when you're not wearing them synthetic long wigs. I think that. I don't like when she put them long wigs on because it don't look right. She had her hair, her natural hair curled and everything, and she looked appropriate. She looked age appropriate. She looked like a 73-year-old woman instead of a 73-year-old woman trying to look 50. Because I hate when she put them long black, silver, gold wigs on. And then they be so hair store looking. Like she just went in the hair store and just grabbed it. Didn't comb it, nothing. Didn't press it, didn't hot comb it.
Just do it on.
So I hate that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I hate when Aretha Franklin shows up like that, but at the Kennedy Center Honors, she killed it. If y'all didn't see it, YouTube it, Aretha Franklin, Kennedy Center Honors, Natural Woman, amazing.
Yes, it was. But everybody should have seen it by now because everybody
was talking about it.
Was mainly talking about that. So if y'all did not know, oh Lord,
it was talking.
You still got it?
That was a long time ago. I thought, but he was really. He was really young.
He showed you a video?
No, he showed me a video. I don't see that. That type of stuff is not going to turn me on, Kevin. Maybe that's how much video they got.
Doing what?
I'm gonna show you again.
No. Probably he was mad that you were showing me that. It was a teddy bear or that. Yes, no, bitch. Yes, and I was mad you showed me that. Hey, so listen.
What is the matter with people?
I learned to watch it.
Who?
You.
Because somebody sent it to me. I watched the whole damn thing. But I was just like, I can't wait to show Kevin.
I'll see.
I knew what your reaction was going to be. I did too when those animals, I saw them dogs. You know, certain people in this world are really nasty. And I'm not going to say it because I don't want nobody to get offended. But certain people are nasty.
If you're having sex with an animal, just go ahead and let yourself go. So shout out to Brandy because Brandy's new show, Zoe Ever After, premieres tomorrow night, which is Tuesday, January 5th at 10 p.m. on BET. So make sure y'all support our girl and watch Zoe Ever After. Make it trend, all that good stuff. And shout out to Brandy because she sent us a New Year's text at the show at midnight. Nice. Yes, it was very nice. So shout out to Brandy and shout out to everybody that was like, bitch, y'all better talk about the show and stuff. So again, that's the plug. 10 p.m. on Tuesday nights on BET, starting tomorrow night. Chris Brown, let me tell you something. I'm tired of hearing about all these women saying that Chris Brown assaulted them and everything. These girls is out here looking for a check. And I need all of them to have a seat. But Chris Brown, I need you to stop having all of these women in your, like, Chris, just do the fuck what you do. Like, I'm getting tired of hearing about it. I'm just tired of it. I'm just tired. Chris,
I'm so tired of being alone. I'm so tired.
Chris Brown, Ciara and Future. So Future. I'm done with you.
Now the rain is
I'm glad that Ciara's not with him no more. Ciara had just been living her life.
I can see all the obstacles in my way.
Ciara and Future. Future goes to Twitter today.
It's gonna be a bride.
He goes talking about, that bitch is just so in control. She's too controlling. He's talking about.
No, let me read exactly what he said.
Well, that's what he said. That bitch is.
Yeah, I'm gonna read exactly what he said.
Read it.
He said, I gotta go through lawyers to see baby Future, talking about his son with Ciara. The fuckery for $15,000 a month. I guess that's the child support that he's paying. But there ain't nothing worse compared to when Khalees was trying to get Nas for $50,000.
And she did got
$55,000 a month. Nas, I know you've been doing your thing, but where are you getting that kind of money from, honey? Let me have anything, okay? Then he writes, this bitch got control problems. I've been silent for a year and a half. I ran out of patience. Then he goes on to say, I just want baby Future, that's all. Get ready for this classic. So, I just want to say this, okay? I appreciate the fact that these artists feel as though we, the public, need to know their business. That was sarcasm, by the way. But we really don't. Like you said, Future, for a year and a half you kept quiet. You should have continued to keep quiet, okay? Because all of this right here ain't none of our damn business. It really isn't any of our business, okay? Now, I don't know if you want to, I don't know what it is, you know, if you're, I guess you're trying to paint Ciara as this, you know, control freak and she's not allowing you to see your baby. I heard that Ciara was claiming that he was doing drugs and that's why she's not allowing him. This is what I heard. I don't know if this is true or not, but apparently it had something to do with he's not a fit father, whatever the case may be. If that is true, and if she did say that, which I said I heard allegedly, if she did say that, I'm just going to put my take on this, okay? Ciara, you knew the dog you were laying with when you laid down Okay? He ain't just up and become an unfit father out of nowhere. He didn't just up and start doing all this stuff out of nowhere, okay? He was doing this stuff before he met you and when he was with you, okay? And I don't buy the fact that you didn't know any of this. If you actually did say this, you may not have said it, but if you did say it, that's how I feel about that situation. Another thing. It's unfortunate when I see these rappers go off like this, because it always seems to be these young rappers that are always venting out. And it's always the young male rappers that are always doing this. They are always having their bitch fits, along with Chris Brown and Omarion. They're always having a bitch fit on social media. They always do that. And I don't know why they do it, because you know what, Future? You have had an amazing year in 2015 as far as your career. You've had an amazing year. You were on damn near everybody's song. Every time you turned to the radio, you heard your voice. You've had an amazing year. You were one of the headliners here at Powerhouse here in Philly back in October. And now next month in February, you're going to do your own show. And I think that's already sold out, or it's close to being sold out. Future, you are on, first of all, you were talking about more than your baby mother was in the past 3 years combined. That's no shade, but it's true. It really is. Why are you letting something like this, and I understand that this is a big issue to you, but something like this, you should keep it private. You know what I mean? Because now, instead of people worrying about your music, now they all up in your business. Because today at work, before I even found out, I heard people talking about, oh, did you hear Ciara and Future? That Future went off on Instagram or Twitter. And now people are concerned about what's going on and why it is that Ciara's not letting you see your baby. No. We should be focused on, the fans should be focused on your music and what it is that you will be giving us this year. Not all this baby mama drama and I can't see my baby and $15,000 a month, because that's really none of our business. It's none of our business. And I wish that you young celebrities would realize that and get that through your heads. Everything is not for everybody. It's not. Because people take this type of stuff and they hold it against you. So in the future, they can throw it back in your face.
Which is, if I was Ciara, I would go back for more child support money. I would get more than $15,000. Just because you want to put it out there on how much he's paying for child support. You keep it. If you have a problem with seeing your child Future, you go to family court, not to the Twitter public of opinions. Because our opinion do not count, okay? We could all say what we think and all of that stuff, but you should just keep it to yourself and stop putting it out there. Ciara, as a mother, if it is true that you are keeping your child away from the father, that is not right, because your child can one day resent you for the fact that you're going out there, you took his privilege away from seeing his father. You laid down with him, you have to play with the results. That's what it basically, that's what it is. Yeah, so I mean, but Ciara, keep doing the damn thing. Russell's doing a good job. I think the Seahawks made it to the damn playoffs, just like you're supposed to go on tour. I really don't know what you're doing for 2016. Hopefully it's more magazine too. I don't see why you can't be doing magazine spreads and doing covers and everything.
My
get it done. Get it done. Yeah.
Talk about modeling. Did you hear and did you see?
Tyson?
No. Jaden Smith is the new model for Louis Vuitton's women's collection.
I heard. Is that true?
The picture.
I heard about it. I seen some people ranting on Facebook.
Wait, good.
But how can a man be the face of a woman's fashion line?
Jaden Smith revealed as the new face of Louis Vuitton's women's wear.
Does he have an announcement he's going to be making soon? Like, I mean, I've been hearing stuff, but he's a child. And I don't want to talk about
You don't want to talk about nobody's child, do you?
No.
No. I don't want to talk about nobody's child. But that's 3 white women and that's him.
I need another fucking drink. Like, what is really going on? I'm not mad
either. But who's doing the thinking in the Smith household?
I don't know.
Is it a minor?
he about to come out with something. He has to. Now, that we done called Willow. People used to say she was gonna come out. Now, Jaden is just letting it all hang out.
Let me see how
And
old
first
he
of
is.
all, but you know what? Like,
I got first to see how old he is.
Jaden has to be 17.
1998.
And I'm sorry about this smoke detector. That's beyond my control. I don't live here.
I don't live here.
I just did. But yeah, go back to that picture. Jaden
fucking Smiths.
And I'm surprised Will Smith is comfortable with this because you know he didn't even want to play. He didn't even want to kiss that guy in that movie he was doing. Will Smith. He don't play those games. See, it's people like it's like you see stuff like that, and then you see stuff like Young Thug,
And you trying to figure out.
I'm trying to say what's the right, get this out the right way. Without, Kevin, if you don't have nothing nice to say, you say nothing. And that's what I'm going to do. No. But I have to drink to this. Because I don't know what's going on. And I want to know. How will I know? Does he really love me? Is this his way of saying something? This is what I want to know. Because now he was going
No, seriously. I am all for your kids having their own individuality and all that old stuff. But
what's the tig?
What is because if I do the math, okay, Jaden Smith, he'll be 18 this year.
Yeah.
He's still a minor.
Yes.
So how is he?
So Will and Jada had to approve this.
And why would you want your son to be the face of a female's women's
Because you
line?
know what? When you got coin like that, what the public opinion has to say, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Only thing we can do is talk and speculate, and that's what we're doing now. Like, we trying to find out what's really the tig. Like, who lets their child, who is a teenage boy, be the face of a women's fashion line and let him take pictures in women's clothing? It has to be more than what the eye is seeing. We have to probably look deeper than that. And this is maybe his way of maybe coming out. I don't know. Now, will he be transgender? I don't know. Maybe I should just shut up. I don't know. But can you just imagine having this conversation like you see a straight guy walking down the street and you say, you have the face for a women's fashion line. Would you be interested in modeling my clothing? Like, how does that conversation happen? Somebody fill me in. I need to know. I really need to know. I want to do an interview. And I want to see him talk about this, because I'm just not. I don't know. I don't really know.
It's confusing me.
Yes. So can we get into the ratchetness of love and hip hop? Have you been watching it?
No, Love and Hip Hop what?
New York.
I missed it last night, didn't I? I sure did.
No, today's Monday.
Oh, I'm about to say I was watching. Well, I was watching.
Did you watch it last night? I mean, last week with Tara and Amina and Peter and
No, I missed that. Yeah, I missed that episode.
Let me tell you something. Not in one way do I feel sorry for Tara, Amina, and Peter. Y'all just need to become sister wives and get this shit over with. Y'all need to get it over with, because y'all fighting over the same. He really must have something real good.
In the hand.
Anytime where Tara is moving into the same building as Amina just to fuck Peter, and like, come on.
He is not a looker at all.
No. Especially with 50 years old and bringing in no coin. And he on TV laying, waking up on fucking flatbeds. I mean, blow-up mattresses. Come on. And
now you couldn't lay next to me.
And bad bitches on deck. Y'all just need to let that shit go. Because one probably has potential and the other one doesn't. The one that doesn't have potential is just too ratchet. You can't tell her nothing. And with any business you have going on with this one manager, you don't go and tell Yandy your business about what's going on between y'all. Like, you don't do that, because what happens in-house stays in-house.
But I'm just trying to figure out, when did Rashida become a manager?
Never. And all of these bitches want to be managers.
When?
Everybody.
I can see Yandy has the credentials.
Yes, but just like Rashida said, though, she only blew up Jim Jones.
Yeah, well, listen, she only blew up Jim Jones. Okay, well, that's who she only blew up. That's who she only blew up. But she blew somebody up. Rashida, who have you blown up?
I don't know.
And you know I'm not even that big of a Yandy fan. But Yandy blew up somebody. Rashida, who have you blown up besides your ass?
You are going there. Go there, Kelly. Go.
Go Power Rangers.
She's like, go there, Kelly. Kelly!
No, that's not Go Power Rangers.
No, I'm talking
about... Mighty Morphin... Wait, what am I...
Bitch, you are old. Go Power Rangers!
Yeah, that's what that was for. So what was Mighty Morphin,
Go. They had a couple of theme songs.
Yeah, but Mighty Morphin, what was that? What was Mighty Morphin?
He like, go Power Rangers.
Oh, Mighty Morphin was a Mighty Morphin Power Ranger.
Yeah. Bitch, shut up.
I am old. Damn.
I used to watch that every day after school. And I could not wait to find out who the White Ranger was going to pick.
Did they ever show us?
Yes.
Remember the movie? Remember the movie?
Yes.
That was like one of the biggest things.
And they had a movie on bootleg, okay?
Yeah. I remember we went to go see it.
I didn't go see it. I seen it.
1995. Yes, we did.
Cool.
We to go see that.
Power Rangers come on at 7:30 in the morning on Fox, and then it will come on right in the afternoon, right when you come home from school. That's when, see, children days, y'all don't know about that no more. Everything is news, this, who's fucking who, you are not the father. Like, bitch, we had cartoons.
Wow.
Yeah, cartoons, bitch. Cartoons.
I'm
Tiny Toon
be very honest
Adventures
with you.
If
they had a weekend where they showed all those classic cartoons, I would stay in the house and I would.
Yes, on Saturday morning. They don't show nothing on Saturday morning now but infomercials. They don't show nothing else. Bitch, who wants to buy a blender? And who wants to lose weight? Who wants to jump rope? Who wants to do total jump? Like, go back to the classic Saturday morning cartoon. Let these children be children.
You woke up and ate your cereal in front of the TV.
Yes, I used to fucking get up early just to get the toy out the box before everybody else. Like, they don't even do that no more. When did last time you seen like a cartoon, like a little commercial for a cereal box or something like that? They don't do none of that stuff like that no more. When will Tricks the Rabbit ever get some of that goddamn Tricks? I don't know. To be continued.
It's so sad because when you think about it and you go back, you be like, wow, like who would have ever thought that those days would be no more? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because it was that's just the way things were. And then slowly but surely, things started to change. And it's funny because I posted a clip of, I think it was Flavor of Love, and it may have been like the first season, one of the first season, and it was interesting because somebody left a comment and was like, that's when VH1 used to actually let you fight. Because those two girls fighting and ain't nobody come in and break it up. And I thought about it and I was like, wow, I remember reality TV early on, they did fight. And nobody broke it up. There was no security guards running in to break it up. They just fight. But now, there's somebody waiting on the side to jump in. Mm-hmm. Wow!
So you gotta be fast with those hands.
You gotta be fast with them hands.
Like them girls on Love and Hip Hop. They are fast with their hands. and this DJ Self, wait a minute, y'all. They fighting over this dude like he's the hottest thing of
yeah, I gotta catch that episode.
He is not even all that, and they fighting and crying about
No, he's not cute at all.
Bye. What else has been going on? I need them to spice up what's her name? My girl, Remy Ma. Y'all need to spice it up with her because I need her to have some conflict and stop being this goody two-shoe because this is hurting her right now. All of this, let me talk to Mendices, or me and we all gonna talk. What's her name? Yandy and Mendices and Remy Ma and Papoose. They all talking about the jail situation, and it was good to see the scene between Mendices and Lil Mendices and everything. It was cute and everything.
Wait. Did I miss it? Because I saw that episode. Like when he was in the park telling him about...
Yes.
So, tonight, will they show the rest of the fight between Cardi B and that girl?
Probably, because she slapped the shit out.
Yeah, but I'm saying...
How you let somebody walk up and hit you?
Did they show the scene where Cardi B's in the car? Yeah. Kicking, trying to get out the car to fight her again.
No,
so that's tonight.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just trying to understand how you let a bitch walk up to you and punch you in the face like that. You knew it was coming. Once you seen her inching towards you, you should have been ready. Because she got you right in the face and told you
who you talking to?
Cardi B. When she got that, what's her name?
Girl
herself. Yeah, she punched her right in the face.
Oh yeah, Cardi B don't play.
No.
She don't play.
And she's a fake ass Jocelyn Hernandez. Like, I don't want no carbon copies of nobody else on reality TV no more. If you're going to be on reality TV, you have to be yourself. Cardi your own name.
No, and you know why? Have you ever followed her?
Who Cardi B? I don't follow nobody on that show.
Okay. I followed Cardi B for about a good If I would have still been following her on Instagram, this year would have made 3 years.
Oh, so you knew who she was?
Yeah, and that's why Cardi B is so popular, because of the fact that Cardi B, the way she is on this show, is the way she was 3 years ago when I first heard her. So yes, people are comparing her to Jocelyn, but for those of you that have been following like I have, like I said, I unfollowed her a few months ago because I just was like, she was just a little
fresh.
No, just ranting. Like, she's just really ranting. And then I can't. On Instagram, it's worse. Because it's like on Love and Hip Hop, you couldn't understand what she was saying. On Instagram, I could never understand what the fuck she was saying. I was like, what is she saying? And it's crazy because I used to post videos of her a long time ago with her talking. I'd be like, and then that's when people put me on, like, that's Cardi B, she's a stripper, and you know, she's not no carbon copy of Jocelyn. That is her. It just so happens that a Jocelyn Hernandez came out first, and here we have a Cardi B. And of course, unfortunately, people are going to compare the two, but Cardi B has been that way for a very long.
But I apologize for that. But you're still acting like Jocelyn Hernandez.
She's just ratchet.
Too ratchet. And she's like, if you look at a better man be looking himself.
Yes. But then I mean, look
who's the cast. And they got this, what's his name? Rich Dollar. They got him like he's this cast.
Why? Yeah. And why does he keep going for these little girl type girls to sleep with?
You are a mess. Cause I seen
my wife Lynn is built like a 12-year-old. Did you see that body shot her? Yeah. I thought I was looking at this wall.
And she she's thirsty for attention.
Yeah, she's
talking about, oh, touch my ass. Like, come on TV. Let it come natural. Stop rushing it. No, for what? Bitch, you won't touch it or no? Ain't nothing.
No, you don't.
Shut up, I ain't tell you to say that.
No, you don't. But hey, listen, hey, I don't want to hear nothing about that. As long as your muscles is working right back there, right?
Hey, as long as your don't do it. It's been a long time. Bitch, I'm gonna have to.
Woo! You have to get that Justin Bieber down. Just sit on.
Lies.
They said you gotta start small when you start out.
They say you.
Hey, listen,
I know there's a way to work it out.
Hey, it sure is.
How you doing, honey, baby?
I don't think I played those games. As a matter of fact, I know I played those games.
So, the last one, the hip hop. I mean, the Atlanta Hoes, as my girl Much Love for Kentucky would say. Housewives of Atlanta. Let me tell you something. The show's getting dry. That's why Don Juan is being, you know, he has more of an on-screen role than before. Because before, you know, he used to get Candy together. He's jumping in the mix because these other women are not being that interested. Kenya, bitch, like, I mean, I understand you got your dad and everything, but don't nobody care about you and your father and this scene and y'all. Like, I don't care about that. I want Housewives to be the way it used to be. It used to be fun. It used to have a little bit of fun, a little bit of shadiness. Like, it don't have that no more. And it don't matter that Nene is not on there because even when Nene was on there, she wasn't even bringing it like that. Because one day she wants to be Hollywood, and the next day she wants to be ratchet. Like, or can't nobody talk to me. Or I'm too Hollywood and all this and all that, and then now everybody, oh, I miss Nene. Fuck that. I don't miss her at all. But what I do miss is that I miss a fun ass Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's not fun no more. And then Portia, like, I don't care about Portia doing the red carpet for Dish Nation. So what? And I don't like how she's treating her sister because she's pregnant. Like, you need to go find a new assistant. Somebody that you can trust and make them sign contracts and everything. And that's what you do is, I don't know, make them sign a fucking contract. Maybe you can find someone to break and ask her how they do it. You know what I'm saying? With this money situation, Phaedra, you owe, what's his name, Ty, that $80,400 and get them this motherfucking money. Now you talking about, oh, I'm going to give it to you when I want to. Now you know what? If it was under $5,000, I would say go to People's Court so I can see your asses on there. But because it's over $5,000, you have to go to somewhere else to get your claim. You know, acting like you don't owe him. Yeah, give him his fucking money.
And Ty came with the receipts. Visual and paper. Because they were showing the different clips that she was saying. Then he pulled out the actual receipts and stood in front of her and said, see, this is when, and this is when that check bounced, and then this is when you took this withdrawal. And I said, Ty, you Now I see why.
But see, you should have did all of this while Apollo was not in jail, like so everybody could be on the same page. And then, like
you can't. No, Apollo ain't got nothing to do with this because Apollo, first of all, he's money when it comes to money. Listen, who knows? Okay, because truth be told, it probably was all Phaedra's money that was being put out for all that stuff.
Oh, but she has something to do with it. But she just didn't get caught. Hey, how you doing? See, allegedly. I'm just gonna say allegedly. You just didn't have no proof.
Yeah, because I want you to still be here next week. I want us to still have a show next week. Allegedly, okay?
Oh, but Candy, I want you to hurry up and have this baby. I need the Real Housewives of Atlanta to be revamped. Because let me tell you something. If this show don't improve,
Kim Fields.
For what?
She needs to go
take a nap.
She needs to
go take a motherfucking
She needs to go to daycare. Oh, go to daycare. Like, she needs adult daycare. Kim Fields and Don fucking Juan. Y'all need to be on the first flight out of Atlanta come next season of Real Housewives of Atlanta. I don't want y'all on this show. Don Juan, you are a troublemaker. You are a messy.
It's not enough. It's not enough action on the Real Housewives.
You know it's not enough action when Don Juan has 2 episodes where he's on.
Yes, as a main on screen
of a character with what is the word I'm looking for? A character with lines.
Yes,
she's right. Lines. Why does he have so many lines? And then Carmen, like Portia said, what is her name? Candy Carmen? What's her? Yes. Carmen, now you got something to say.
Yeah.
You know, we were all this album is drinking to get your ass together.
Yeah, but see, we need, but this is what the show need a little bit of that. And then, like, Cynthia and Pete, like, this show needs some young 20, late 20s, early 30s, you know, something's on here. Because, let me tell you something. If Real Housewives of Atlanta don't get their act together, the Real Housewives of Potomac is going to take over, and then we just going to be like, well, it's been rap. I'm going to watch the new one because they got a bunch of black girls, and these are uppity black girls. Yes. The uppity black girls. That's what I want to see.
Listen, I am tired of the bullshit.
That's what I'm waiting for. But yeah, these reality shows, they have been getting so boring. Now I find myself like I could watch Sweetie Pies, because Sweetie Pies is always some drama somewhere. If it ain't the co-workers, it's Tim and Janae. Like, they got real issues, and you can tell it's not manufactured drama. Mm-hmm. So y'all, and Sweetie Pie's been on for like 5 years. There's always something going on. And somebody done broke into Miss Robbie's house.
But that's what happens when you're a family. Yeah, and you're working with your family.
Yeah, now, bitch, can you imagine my family? On the reality show, it would be an argument every week about something stupid, but it would be a good argument. Y'all tune in, and then y'all can see how some people in the family keep shit going, and then keep it going instead of just leaving shit alone. But yeah, so these reality shows need to pick it the fuck up. So I'm gonna give Real Housewives of Potomac a chance. I can't wait to watch it. I want to meet these girls. I want to see what they all about. Like I said, they're the uppity black girls that's right outside of DC. So yeah, I can't wait to watch it. They're in DC. They're in the outskirts. They like, oh, I don't live in Philadelphia. I live in Montgomery County.
I live in Sharon Hill.
I live out in Doylestown.
I live out in Willow Grove.
I live out in Downtown. Where's Sharon Hill?
No, Willow Grove. That's Jersey. Where's Lower Marion, where Kobe Bryant is from?
Bitch, you is right across fucking City Avenue, bitch. That's Philadelphia. Don't do it, Kobe. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, I need these shows to pick it up. Love and Hip Hop need to pick it up, because now y'all just throwing anybody that have nothing to lose on television. Mm-hmm. Like, these people don't have anything to do with hip hop. Never even had a hit song except for Remy Ma, A Young Bit, and maybe Rich Dollars produced some stuff. But these shows need to pick it up. Why is Kim and Michelle going back to reality TV?
Right.
You got somebody out there waiting for you?
No, I wanted to see how dark it was.
Oh, it's dark. So yeah, it's just been a whole.
Yeah, why is she going back there?
I don't know. Maybe we gotta get her. Definitely gotta get her back on, so we can find out. What else?
I'm just letting your phone on that man's glass table like that.
You right. You right. I done bust my leg open on this damn table. Like, it's been a mess on this table. Look, it's a Nancy.
I don't
you
look
want
at
to see?
that. No, I don't.
Look,
You told something you sure you want to see? No.
Look down.
I'm not looking down, so you might as well keep talking. Go ahead.
Oh, now somebody was talking about Beyonce and Sarah Bartman and all this stuff. Now, I don't know if it's true that she wants to play her. I thought I heard something about Beyonce wanting to write a song to a film being made about her to be nominated for an Oscar or something like that. So I don't know, whatever the case may be, but they ain't not that I want to discuss, but I just want to let y'all know that I heard y'all. And I want to give a birthday shout out to Alexander. Happy birthday, Alexander. I know your birthday is on Wednesday. And I want to give a shout out to Ashley because I know her birthday is January 7th. And my father's birthday is January 7th. And then Blue Ivy's birthday is January 7th. So everybody
Miss Tina's birthday is today, January 4th.
Hey, Miss Tina. Hey, girl.
Yeah.
What she put on her? I know she put something on
Miss Tina,
her
let me tell you
Instagram.
something. Miss Tina don't play with Instagram. She loves her Instagram, don't she? And she loves her man.
And she loves posting with no makeup, so get it, Miss Tina.
Yeah.
Get it.
And she loves posting her man.
Yeah.
He must got some.
And don't you do that. Because I want you to get invited back to a show. talking about people's moms like that.
He must got. Because Miss Tina.
That Viagra is keeping it up.
That man, that my boo, my this, and then she posts up with her on vacation with girlfriends. They be up there cussing and stuff, and then
She posts videos?
Yes.
Shut up.
Yes. You never see her talking and stuff on her video. Yeah.
See, this is how I bust my leg on this table the first time. Shit.
Okay. Look, it's good.
Thank you for all of my beautiful birthday wishes.
But you can tell she's an older lady because you know old people how they post on Instagram and stuff.
In paradise. Now it's back to the real world.
Where is that?
Stay in paradise.
But you know how old people they don't really say too much because they don't know what to say and how to keep recording and stuff.
You got Miss Tina?
No, she's recording her husband dancing with
My
my
baby getting it.
Yeah.
Look. Oh.
And this is her. This is the actress. Her husband's
That's that daughter here. You know what? Jews look just like Miss Tina.
He does. She has some.
Maybe he can play her in a movie.
You.
So Jaden wants to.
Don't touch me.
Y'all know that was a joke.
You.
I tried it. I can't even hit that high note. I've been drinking this weekend. Let me see. I want to see the video where they was cursing.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it.
She was
Her
like,
girlfriend got a potty
bitch.
mouth. So one of her girlfriends, she got a potty mouth.
Well, don't worry about this shit.
Oh, here it is.
I my captain and my moves too, and on my happy face. So
Miss Tina. I need to drink with Miss Tina one day. Okay? Meet her, Frank, Beyonce, Kelly, Michelle.
Somebody's gonna start.
Yeah, and let's drink. And spill all the tea. On the Eat True Hollywood Scorpion Show story.
No, I need to drink with her. I don't need to drink with Beyonce and Kelly. I need to drink with her, Frank, and Vivica Fox.
Remember how
Hey, get
Vivica
them
was tearing that plate up?
Get them drunk. Okay? Because I know she did more than 50 Cent to just eat the butt. She probably stuck a finger in it. You keep slamming glass in that man's face.
Cuz you shouldn't have said that. She probably put a strap on her. Maybe 50's the little I don't know.
I think she stuck her finger in his butt though.
She probably did more than that.
She did.
Like, it's not, see, people not going to tell you what they do. But this, I wouldn't put it past nobody to try different things in the bedroom. And explore. And find out more about your body.
But you're not sticking your finger in my butt if that's not the way I go.
If that's not the way you go.
That's not the way I go. So why you gonna stick your finger in my butt?
Because, see, I don't want to say this on camera, but it's true. There's a pleasure zone back there if you did not know. It's pleasure. Anyway.
How
So
you
ladies, because I'm a man, we have a prostate. Women don't have that. So why women doing it, I don't know. Kevin, listen.
I ain't say nothing. Cause I don't
Your first lady is watching.
I don't know nothing about sticking nothing. No. Yeah.
I'm not keeping it PC in 2016. No, I'm not. I'm not going to do that. just go like this. Just do it. See what you do.
Make sure it's clean.
Yeah. That bitch.
Just go pull your finger back. A bunch of shit on your
Can I tell you something?
under your fingernail. You better.
That is nasty. That's why you got to clean. And before you go out, you clean everything because you don't know what's going on. Okay? Or what encounter you going to have. You got to make sure everything is clean. Everything. That's all we're going to say. So, yeah, this is our first video, 2016. Thank y'all for watching. I hope you guys had a ball because I know I had a ball today. Make sure y'all watch. Yeah, I'm so tired too. Bitch, I fell asleep watching The Real Housewives 3 times, and I had to keep rewinding the back because the fight was so dry.
What fight?
The fight about Candy and
oh yeah,
Candy and what's her name? See, I'm forgetting your name, Portia. Like they're getting tired. They're getting tired. I'm sorry, it's getting tired. At the 8 seasons, it's getting tired. It's time for them to do. Candy needs to go. There's no need to be on here no more.
yeah.
You done sold.
Right.
You done did videos.
Right,
You done sold sex toys. You done did for Nene, for everybody. You can buy everybody. You bought your mama house. Mama Joyce is chilling. She can't fight with Ty no more. The new thing is the.
I do miss Kim on here though.
Yes.
Kim Nene on. When Kim did the ring.
Oh, the rain didn't mean a thing.
And that lady told Kim, she thinks that something's wrong with Kim's hearing. I think you can't hear this.
I told her she was tone deaf.
She was tone deaf when she was in the studio recording. The lady said, I think a little, and she was
kept drinking that wine and
dead.
smoking. She's like, you need to stop smoking. I can't do that.
He told her, you're tone deaf. Something's wrong. Because you don't hear yourself. He said, whoa, 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 whoa. I sound better than that.
Yeah.
Her.
You better get it. So we're gonna go.
And Candy had the nerve to argue with her about the money.
But and
I
Candy
told
couldn't
Kim,
even
keep
get
that
money.
money. Keep
Yeah,
it.
she couldn't even. Candy tried to get that money, and the judge said nope. I don't know why, but they said nope.
They said no.
After all this time, now you want to be compensated? Nuh-uh. No. You just can't get paid. You should have.
The ring didn't mean a thing.
Yeah, and the cash and the check didn't mean a thing either. Candy, you all right?
Yeah, you all right.
Anytime you could buy your mama a house and she don't even move in it.
Okay.
I could take it. I'll take it. Sure.
Didn't she already move in it though?
I don't think Miss Joyce is there.
Now Miss Joyce want to get in the scene and want to go see Phaedra next week.
If she ain't cursing Phaedra out,
But the thing about it is, it ain't gonna be too interesting because Phaedra don't get smart with people, mom. You know, Phaedra keeps it real southern and classy. She talk that shit in the she'll talk that shit in the confessionals though.
Well, why was she so shady towards Todd and his money? Like, bitch, you owe him money. Pay him. Like, how you gonna be shady towards somebody who you owe money to?
People do it all the time.
Pay them. Talking about, his shows is drying up in LA. No, bitch, you're drying up because you never mind. So let's go. We're gonna go. Whoa, whoa. Sing it. The rain mean nothing to me. Wait, to me or to you? She's like, the rain didn't mean nothing. And then she Jay was like, Nita, can I sing like that?
Who said that?
She had to sing it.
What she say?
Can I sing like that? Go on, wait. Kim put Jaden Smith and Kim.
That's not her name, is it?
Jaden Smith.
Jaden Smith.
And Kim.
Wait, Jaden Smith? Are you sure that's
Kim Zolciak, yes. You put Janet or Jan?
Jan.
Jan, Jan.
I don't know how to spell her name.
Child, just enter.
Which one?
Let me see.
Kim's also in
Jan, did you put Jane? There we go.
It doesn't come up. That's why I did the other
Oh,
one.
do Kim visit? We gonna find it. But y'all have a good week. We'll see y'all on Friday. Put in